Good morning. I am so excited for today's podcast as we are going to spotlight an event happening in June in Wilmore, Kentucky. You will hear from the organizers and all that they have lined up for you. Honoring our veterans means recognizing the courage, sacrifice, and service of those who chose to stand up for something bigger than themselves. So welcome back. I'm Dorena Federici, and this is Let's Talk About Veterans, because their stories matter. So I'd love to welcome Mayor Rainwater, and can you believe this 50th year of serving as mayor? Woo! And Kelli Oakley. Good morning.
Good morning.
So we have Kelli Oakley, and Kelli Oakley is a volunteer, a Marine mom, and daughter. So I'm honored to have you both on this podcast. And can you just tell us what the event will be, where will it be, and what made you decide to do this? I love it.
Well, it's our country's 250th birthday. It's Wilmore's 150th birthday. It's Thompson Hood's 35th birthday, and it's 9/11 25th birthday. So as the planners, Kelli, was coming together with what do we do and how do we celebrate, we thought, let's combine these four events into one major event centered around the veteran at Thompson Hood Veterans Center here in Wilmore. And the rest is history.
Yeah. And Kelli?
It is future right now.
Right, yeah. Exactly.
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
But Kelli's been the organizer. Kelli has put this together. She has been not only the heart and the soul, but the legs and the brains to move this thing to the point that I sit where she tells me to sit, and I move when she tells me to move.
Don't believe any of that.
We have good people, really good people.
Right. And Kelli,
Dorena,
tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, Dorena, as you know, that small town America is where the heart is. And so you can't do this stuff without the passion and the hearts of the community. And so it's the community that's behind this. I'm very honored to be part of it, and I'm thankful for the words of the mayor. But we've just got some great people on board that they bring, their talents and treasures, and we're going to honor these veterans as we're supposed to, and we're taking it right to the heart of Wilmore, which is Thompson Hood Veterans Center. Like he said, that's been around 35 years, and they're filled with World War II, Korean, and Vietnam veterans, and even more. And so, what an honor that we can all be in their presence and show our gratitude.
I love that you're actually having it there. It makes it easier for them to view it, to come without saying, I can't make it there. That it's right there for them. And I love that. And to have even World War II veteran there. I mean, that is amazing. That's beautiful, beautiful history right there. How many of them do you have that are from World War II that are still there?
I think right now there are 7, and I think 2 or 3 of them, World War II and Korean. The majority are Vietnam. But we're also inviting, since we're going to honor 250 veterans, we're trying to get to that number. So there's 140 plus out there, and then veterans throughout the community. We want to honor them as well.
Right. Tell us, Kelli, I know you were saying how you're going to be honoring every single one of them. You were talking about trying to get the 250, and were you going to say each name and honoring them? Is that how you were going to work that?
Yeah, yes. Our plan is, and everything's fluid, but our plan is that we have that ceremony on June 13th, and that ceremony will consist of saying their name, bringing them on stage, presenting them with several things, along with a commemorative coin, a flag, and to me, the most exciting thing is a bag of letters of gratitude. Mm-hmm. And so we are gathering those from the community, and actually they'll come from all over the United States because we've done this mail call before. And so I think everything's going to be special, but when they can sit down after the ceremony and sit down and read, what people, like how thankful people are for their service, I think that will be everlasting.
Yeah, it really will. It really will. I think it means a lot for them to have it, no matter if it was the day they came home or now. it's just something that they're going to always treasure, that letter, that card. Are you involving not elementary, but school children? The schools at all in
Yes,
any of the
school
letters?
children. Yes, we're hitting the schools, but the mayor is ahead of everybody because he's already written over 200
Wow.
letters of gratitude, and so that's pretty exciting. And I think he's charged several people that if he has taken the time to do it, and he can say a little bit about just what hit him the evening that he started uh, writing those cards. But the charge is out there. We think everybody, they have time. We think everybody can sit down with their families, with their church groups, with their businesses, and write 250 letters.
Right, right. Mayor, how was it for you to start writing them?
Well, I was watching the dignified transfer of 6 veterans at the time,
Yeah.
now 7, and realizing how much they had given.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I know. I know, it's hard. Felt the same way seeing that, and it's, yeah, it's hard. And that's something everybody, exactly what the mayor said. When they see this, that's their call. This is their call. This is what we're doing it for. And
And our country
remembering
needs
those
this.
families.
Yes, ma'am. I mean,
Absolutely.
our community, our country, the state of Kentucky, like, we need this now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a trying time right now. And I just think of the families too.
Right.
When everything was starting to happen, I think of the families, being a family, a mom that had 2 over there, what they're going through. And I don't want people to forget as we go on our daily, there's families at home that don't know how to even start their days,
Right.
you know. So I think this is a great call to action. This is a great call to action. Now, we're going to be doing this. Let's say people from Connecticut, like where I'm from, want to do some of these letters. Can we do it and we just mail them to you?
Oh, we completely encourage
There you
everybody
go.
across the country to send letters. I mean, they're coming straight to, we've got the address. The address is,
210
Yep.
South Lexington Avenue, Wilmore, Kentucky.
All
And
right.
that's our municipal building. And we have one person designated to handle all those. When they arrive at City Hall, then they're taken to a distribution room, and probably 250 bags or boxes are set up in a room. And as they come in, they put those in there because we don't really have names at this point. So we're
Right.
just distributing as the cards come. If you know a veteran that is being recognized and you want to put a name on it, that's fine too. But
Right.
all they have to do is, I did mine and just salute the veteran and dear veteran, and then just write out the letter, thank you and appreciation. And then they'll be distributed to ever how many veterans we have that night. And if we have 400 veterans and we only had letters for 250, we'll spread them out a little bit
that's right.
That's right.
and make sure that everybody gets some letters.
Exactly. That's wonderful. I can't wait to spread the news on that. And you get some from Connecticut, so that'll be
That'd be
wonderful.
super.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we'll put that
Absolutely.
information, Kelly, if you can just text that over to me, the address again, we'll put that on
Yes.
when we put this podcast out there for everybody to see, because it would be wonderful to get it from all different states, not just Kentucky,
That would
you
be.
know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Yes.
what are some of the other things that you had planned? I know there was a bunch of stuff you guys are doing.
Oh my goodness. Where do we start? Well, obviously the escort, which we think will be a huge escort in the parade, bringing in the memorials, the Vietnam Wall and Cost of Freedom and Global War on Terror. And then we will have, the community will come together and we'll actually do an open ceremony at that time. And then the next day it's open to the public, which is Friday. And then that evening there will be food trucks and a concert, elkhorn pickers. And then the next day, we'll have the ceremony, and we'll actually do a ceremony in Thompson Hood for the ones that won't be able to come outside. And
Right.
that's a big portion. So we're going to start that morning in honoring them and having a ceremony for them inside. And then it's open to the public all day. And then around 4 o'clock, we're going to have the ceremony for the 250 veterans and end it with Ladies for Liberty that will be doing a patriotic concert. And these ladies play at a lot of air shows, and they're heading to Normandy, I think the end of May. And so they're a lot of fun. They've been to Wilmore before and they loved them. And so they're a lot of fun. But I forgot to back up on Friday night. We are throughout all of this, we're going to honor our first responders with it being the 25th anniversary of 9/11. So with that said, we'll be honoring them. We have a gift for them.
Oh,
And then
nice.
we also will have a candlelight service. And that will actually be for veterans and first responders. I mean, we expect that to be a pretty big deal, because for the families that have lost loved ones, it's a time for them to just remember and reflect.
Yeah. And I think that's the beautiful thing about this whole tribute is that families can and do exactly that, do exactly that. And I know that's the way I felt when we brought it here. I just wanted a place where people could just sit on a bench, because we have benches there, chairs there, and just quietly, just whatever they need to do, however they were thinking. So I think that's a beautiful thing. Now, we have you down for June 11th for the escort, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So that day you do the escort, the parade, and then you're going to do setup, but it's not going to be viewing until the 12th is when, or
Right.
Okay,
Right.
Yes.
so
June
the
the 12th.
12th. Okay.
Mhm.
Well,
And we
don't be
actually have
surprised.
we have youngsters in camps. School will be out, but we've got a couple of camps that are going to bring school kids,
That's
age
beautiful.
150, 200 of those
Right.
as part of Wilmore's summer day camp. And they'll be coming in like at noon on Friday,
Right.
sort of the opening of the opening. And so you
That's
have
great.
kids there.
Well, and
That's
it's
great.
right. And we want that educational component to all this. We need to pass this on to future generations of just keeping the gratitude. So,
Absolutely. They need
yeah.
to. And you do have the Vietnam Wall, but then you have the cost of freedom and of course the global war on terror. So some of those things are more recognizable to some of the older kids, having
Right.
gone through, been there for it. Um, but it's so nice to see the children coming. I know that blew me away. It gave me tears to see kids coming and then
Right.
touching the wall. You touch it, you see it, you feel it, you'll always remember it. So
Right.
it's great that the kids are coming. And Mayor, I remember you telling me about the history of the veterans home there. Who, can you tell us a little bit about that? Like,
I'm not sure what I shared
you
that
had
you want me
said
to
the
repeat.
the
But
person that brought it here.
yes, Arv and Judy Metcalf. In fact, we're going to visit them on Tuesday, I believe.
Nice.
They live in front of the Veterans Center on a Veterans Drive, and they own a farm, and they donated the 30 acres for Wilmore to be able to contribute that to encourage the Veterans Affairs to bring that Veterans Center to Wilmore. We're a small town, but we're only about 20 miles from Lexington that has two veterans hospitals. Airport is 11 miles away. So we're not totally remote from everything you'd want to be, but their generosity was the launch of getting the Veterans Center brought here. And so we're going to try to honor the Metcalfs. They're very shy and humble people, but we want to be thankful for their gesture that they gave to Wilmore to make this happen.
Yeah.
Quick story on that was the site selection committee came into Wilmore and for a final review, and they said, "Mayor, do you have a dog catcher?" And I said, "No," but I was thinking that's a trick question. I won't get the Veterans Center here. And he said, "Well, I knew you didn't because we got a letter from everybody but a dog catcher. So that's why you got it here, because everybody wanted it here."
Oh, I love it.
Uh-oh, it
Love it.
says we're on
Oh.
hold.
No, you're still going though. You're good.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it started with a laugh, but it ends with great honor for Wilmore to
Yeah.
be the host site for that.
That's our family
And
served.
Thompson Hood Veterans Center in 35 years. Buck West was the first resident, a young boy that grew up in Wilmore and went to World War II. But to date, they have served 3,747
Wow.
veterans at Thompson Hood Veterans Center.
How special. And the way
How
you're
special.
honoring them by having it there. I mean, you
Well, that
can't,
just kept evolving, and it wasn't going to be there to start with. And maybe Kelly even suggested, could we do it there? Well, maybe it's too small. Well, every other venue was smaller. I mean, they have
Right.
30 acres there, and the veterans are there.
Right.
And it was a way to honor the veterans that couldn't necessarily get out and come to us. We were going to miss those veterans. So
Exactly.
by having it there and having the workers, there's 200 plus employees there. And so it's a way to honor them also by bringing them out to be a part of what we're trying to do. So we're not only honoring the veterans, we're honoring the people who serve the veterans, in a small way.
That's great. And I know we're going to be posting as the events come together clearer. We'll be posting that for you too. I know you're going to be posting it, but people will have a good idea of what time things are going to be happening there so they can make plans for that. But I know, for those of you watching this, Kelly said how things just keep more and more is coming, they're getting more and more ideas. And that's just the way it happens because it's like, oh, how about this? Let's try this. Let's do that. So it always becomes a fantastic event. Is there anything that do you like as far as volunteers go? Are you set with that? Do you need people to contact you if they want to help volunteer, or you're pretty good with the security?
We're pretty good with the security because we're handling that through our Wilmore Police Department, and then they're
Nice.
distributing that in called a backup plan. And we think other cities will have officers that will want to come and participate with that. So our chief of police is handling that. But as Kelly knows, we need volunteers, we need helpers, we need people to just pick up trash, people to set up, people to encourage people, people to be there, people to set up chairs or move tables or whatever you need all the time. So
Great.
in an event like this that continues to go for a couple days, parking or escorting or just giving an arm to an older veteran, whatever it is.
Right. And do you have
Looking for
parking
those.
over there for everybody, or is it?
We're working on that. Uh,
We do have we have parking there, but we also have an opportunity. There's a church actually in walking distance.
The Wilmore Free Methodist Church.
Nice.
Interesting there, though, how things keep evolving. The pastor's been very cooperative in helping us with this. You're sure you can use my parking lot. Then he sent me back a text. Oh, by the way, my wife just sent me a text and said our middle son is getting married on Saturday. So we got to have part of that parking lot. So he's trying to move. I said, can you move anything around? He said, she didn't think that would be a good idea to move the wedding. But they gave us 2 of their 3 parking lots. They have a pretty large parking lot. And they're just so good to work with. And but they're within walking distance of the Veterans Center. And we'll have some shuttles also, golf carts and that type thing.
And we want a parking problem.
Yeah, that's
To
a
be
great
honest.
Right? Exactly.
And there's a driveway that's probably a half a mile into the facility. So we'll be parking along the edges of that. Arv Metcalf offered one of his little hay fields that we can park in that. And so as long as it's dry, we can drive even into the grassy fields. So, and there's other parking in Wilmore if we have to set up shuttles. If we see on Friday, this is much larger than we thought, we'll be bringing in some buses and some other things. And we're
Yeah.
putting some of those on reserve right now
Good.
just in case.
That's very good. That's great. And that is a great thing to have a parking problem, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The judge executive, David West of Jessamine County, Kentucky, was the first sponsor that stepped up. And I guess just to mention, they committed $20,000 to this right off the bat.
Yes.
And without any action of pushing or shoving or pulling, we just said, this is kind of where we're starting, and would you want to help us with this? And yes, And so we're so grateful for our Jasmine County, and I'm also reaching out to Nicholasville, which is a larger city in our county, to combine it to become a Jasmine County event beyond Wilmore. Because even Kelly lives in Jasmine County, but not technically in Wilmore, but I got a Wilmore dress.
But I have a Wilmore
A
address
Wilmore
and a
address.
There you
zip
go.
code.
And a zip code. So, we're bigger than just little tiny Wilmore, because
Yeah.
we're honoring so many that, of
Right.
Kentucky veterans mainly is who
Right.
we will be honoring.
Do you know how many people from either Wilmore or that area are on that wall on the Vietnam Wall? Do you have a count at all of how many
You know,
would be?
one, the police chief of Nicholasville's father,
Wow.
Barry Waldrop, is on that wall. So that we always start with him. He grew up in Wilmore. They lived in Wilmore, and he became Nicholasville police chief for years, like 20 years. But there's several.
Yeah.
But I don't know the exact. No.
Yeah. Yeah,
But there's one Wilmore boy
there you
on that
go.
wall.
Yeah, we had one from our town on the wall, so it doesn't really matter. We're honoring them all.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? Yeah,
And my
and
brother's a Vietnam veteran,
he
and he's
is.
been to Washington D.C. on an honor flight. But to have the wall here and his family get to see it
Yes.
will be
So
special.
absolutely. It really is. It gives people a chance to see it without having to go to Washington. And because it's 80% the size of the one in Washington, it's like you're there.
Yeah.
It's just like you're there. And you
Yeah.
still have all the names. They're all listed the way they are there. You find it the same way you find it in Washington. So they've really done a great job with this wall being just like the one in Washington. It's just beautiful to see, and
We're
that's a good
excited
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
to have that here.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it,
love
it
that.
was, it was a bit of a challenge figuring out where we're gonna, because I think it takes up a football field. Is that
It does.
correct?
It's 360 feet. Yeah.
So we had to put a lot of thought process in where is this going to go, because for the veterans that can't come out, and Thompson Hood they've got a lot of windows and a lot of, where veterans can look out, and so they will be
Good.
able to look out and see that wall, and actually everything else. I mean, we're even going to have a Huey out there,
Yeah.
and we're going to have a lot of military vintage vehicles out there, so it's going to be filled with military.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
beautiful to have that. And it's great when the kids come and see that. Like we had the helicopter coming down and everybody was there to see that. And it was nothing like seeing that, making that shift. Are you having a flyover by chance?
We are working on that. I
It's
was
hard to
working on
get,
some
but
paperwork yesterday. So I either want that or I want, the parachute with the flag coming down. So, we, like I said, we just keep adding to it.
Yeah.
The great thing is there's so many great people sitting around the table, and everybody has ideas, everybody has connections. And so this committee's been very blessed with that,
you have.
extremely blessed with that.
You have been
So,
very
and we are still
blessed.
looking for volunteers. We are still looking for volunteers.
We're going to put that out there for you. Yes.
Yes, because when it happens, we need a lot of people in those red shirts that says, "I'm here to help you."
Right.
So,
Right.
yes,
And
and
the
we
thing is,
need.
people
sorry.
sign up now for June, but then things change in June for them. So it's always better to have too many because some may
Yes.
not be there.
Yes.
So go for it. Or people thought maybe they
Yes.
couldn't, and yes, they can.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
it's gonna
and
be
we still
great.
want veterans. We still want veterans to sign up. We're at, I think, about 170 right now, and I know
volunteers?
we're 3 months. Actually, we are 3 months from today. It just clicked with me when I saw the date on my computer. So we're 3 months out. So we know that. I mean, we think that we'll have more veterans,
She's
but
excited and I'm scared.
Yes.
oh, I'm hiding my fear.
And that's what
I'm
I had told you
definitely
before.
hiding
You
it.
two are like me and my mayor. It was the same thing, It's like, yeah,
You get it. You get it. So
that's right. Right.
But it's exciting. The only thing that I'd like to say is really push for people to come out, because you know, how many times do you get the opportunity to be around this many veterans that date from World War II to present day active duty? You just don't get that opportunity very much, that are all in one place, and surrounded by first responders. I mean, you know, we don't get that opportunity. So we really encourage families, and, you know, organizations and communities to come out and spend a little time and reflect and love on these veterans and listen to their stories.
Absolutely. Totally agree with you on all of that. Don't let this opportunity go away because you'd never know when it's going to be around again for them to come.
Right.
So we'll be helping you with the publicity and all that too soon. And I know you have a website. And if you can share that with us so that our listeners can find out more or even volunteer.
Yep.
Wilmore.org.
Nice.
That's simple. And then we have Facebook and Instagram, which is Wilmore Salute to Service.
And it's
So,
one L, WILMORE.org.
Great. Great. So I want to thank you, Kelly and May Rainwater. I can't wait to see all the wonderful pictures I know you're going to be sharing and just enjoy the time. I know it's a lot of work, but I'm going to tell you right now, once it comes there, it's almost a relief comes over you. Just enjoy it, Kelly and May, enjoy it. Take it all in. Show me all those pictures. I just can't wait to see them. So if you too would like to know how you can bring this wonderful tribute to your town, your community, just email me at dfederici.aft@gmail.com. You can visit our Facebook, America's Freedom Tribute, our website, americasfreedomtribute.org. And we have a YouTube channel now that you can see all these podcasts, and that's America's Freedom Tribute. And you'll see all the podcasts there. And I want to thank everybody for listening, especially my two guests here. And remember, veteran voices matter today and every day. And please keep our troops and their families in our prayers. Let's not forget what's going on out there. Thank you, everybody. Until next time.
Thank you.